semiconductor devices. Okay, semiconductor devices. Semiconductor devices. So in the chapter basics we have completed. So matter exists in three states: solids, so liquids and gases. Matter exists in three states: so solids, liquids and gases. Again, solids classified into two types. So base electrical properties. So there are how many types solids? Three types: conductors, insulators, semiconductors. So again explained about semiconductors. Two types semiconductors: intrinsic and extrinsic completed. Again, extrinsic divides into two types. They are P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor. Okay. See, I repeat once again. Yesterday we have started the chapter, new chapter, semiconductor devices. In that basics we have completed. What are the basics of classification of solids on the basis of electrical properties? It's conductors, insulators, semiconductors. Okay. So and semiconductors are two types: intrinsic and extrinsic. Okay. And extrinsic divide two types. They are P-type and N-type semiconductor. So I repeat once again. What are the extrinsic conductors? Extrinsic semiconductors divides two types. One is P-type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor. What do you mean by P-type semiconductor? See, I repeat once again. See all of you. I repeat once again here. Yesterday we have started the new lesson, semiconductor devices. In the two, matter exists three states: solids, liquids and gases. Okay. So on the basis of electrical properties, solids divides in three types: conductors, insulators, semiconductors. Okay. So already explained what about conductor, insulator, semiconductors, and band theory of solids. So why the electric currents flow easily through conductors? So why don't the electric charges do not flow through insulators? So why the partially in semiconductors all expressed? Again, these semiconductors are two types: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic means pure form of the conductors, intrinsic. Extrinsic means the semiconductors with impurity. Semiconductors with impurity are called extrinsic semiconductors. So again, these extrinsic divides as two types: P-type and N-type semiconductor. Okay. So what do you mean by P-type semiconductor? Yesterday I explained this about P-type. Again I repeat here. When trivalent, trivalent means third group element. Third group elements. So this is third group element added to pure semiconductor, that is germanium or silicon. Then we get P-type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor. See, I repeat once again. When trivalent, that means third group elements, boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, are added to Semiconductor. What are the example for the semiconductor? Germanium and silicon taken. So these third group elements added to the germanium and silicon, then we get p-type semiconductor. Okay. I repeat once again. Extrinsic semiconductors are two types. One is p-type semiconductor. So what do you mean by p-type semiconductor? When trivalent third group elements added to the pure form of the semiconductor like germanium or silicon, then we get p-type semiconductor. See, once again I repeat, yesterday explained semiconductor two types. One is intrinsic, other one is extrinsic. What do you mean by intrinsic? Pure form of these semiconductors are said to be intrinsic semiconductor. Example, germanium or silicon. Next one, second one, extrinsic semiconductor. What do you mean by extrinsic semiconductor? Semiconductors with impurity. Semiconductors with impurity are called extrinsic semiconductor. So the process of adding impurity is called doping. The process of adding impurity is called doping. Okay. On the second category is there na extrinsic semiconductor. Again the divides further two types. That is first one p-type semiconductor. What do you mean by this p-type semiconductor? See, when trivalent third group element, trivalent impurity. Which type impurity? Trivalent impurity. Third group element added to pure form of the semiconductor, germanium or silicon, we get the p-type semiconductor. Actually, why this adding impurity? So why adding impurity means it's increase its conductivity. To increase its conductivity. So that's why adding the impurity, that impurity taken as the third group element to the germanium or silicon, it is said to be p-type semiconductor. Right. See here. So what is this trivalent? Trivalent means third group. Na? Third group means here valency 3, electrons 3. Valency. What is valency for the third group? Valency 3. That's why free electrons in third group element. In valency cell, electrons are free 3 in the third group elements. Okay. Next added to germanium. What is this germanium or silicon? This is the fourth group element. What is this fourth group element? Fourth group. Valence is 4. Valence is 4. Right. So valence is 4. That's why you taken here 1, 2, 3, 4. See. So this is electron symbol. This is electron symbol. Understood? See, when trivalent impurity, third group element added to the germanium or silicon S. What happened after adding this third group element adding to germanium silicon? What happened? See, third group elements valency 3. Fourth group element valency 4. After adding, then what will happen? See, free electrons, valency 3 in third group element like boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, like and germanium. This is silicon. Suppose you have taken your aluminum, gallium, indium, like elements. Okay. See, 3 covalent bonds are formed. These 3 covalent bonds are formed completely, but one electron deficit. Here say this is what deficit of electron. Deficit of electron means vacancy of electron. Vacancy of electron or absence of electron. Absence of electron in valency band. In valency band. is called whole. What is whole? This is whole. It taken positive charge. See. So what is this one? Here electron is deficit is there because 3 electrons valency, electron 4 electrons valency in fourth group. That's why 3 covalent bonds are completed. 3 covalent bonds are completed. But 1 electron deficit, vacancy of electron, deficit of electron, absence of electron in valency band. See, yesterday explained. This is the valency band. This is the conduction band. When electron jumps from the electron jumps from the valency to conduction. S. So valency to conduction, then the vacancy is created. So that's why this vacancy of electron is called hole. I repeat once again. See, what do you mean by hole? What is this is electron symbol. See, this is an electron symbol. Symbol of electron. This is symbol of hole. Electron is negative charge. Hole is positive charge. See, I repeat once again. What do you mean? Third group, p-type semiconductor, extrinsic semiconductor divide 2 types. So what are the first one? P-type semiconductor. When trivalent third group element added to germanium or silicon. This is the pure form of the semiconductor. Then we get the p-type semiconductor. Okay, this is a statement I have to write in exaggeration point of IP point of only write this line. But this got complete explanation. What will happen after adding this trivalent to the germanium or silicon? See here, trivalent means valency 3, tetravalency 4 in this germanium silicon. 3 electrons are free in valency cell. 4 electrons are free in valency cell. This germanium silicon, its left side is the third group. After adding, what happened? 3 covalent bonds are completed. See, this is 3 covalent bonds are completed. But incomplete is there 1 in the third group element. That means your electron is available. Electron not available. Electron is not available. That is called deficit of electron or vacancy of electron, absence of electron in the valency band is called hole. That is symbol positive charge. Why it is so? This electron, it is actually electron negative charge, hole positive charge. Because it is taken positive charge. Why it is taken positive charge? See, the electron will be attracted. Next to the electron will be jumps from the valence band to conduction band. That's why the hole will be taken as the positive charge. See, hole is available in valence band and electrons available in conduction band. Understood? So this is the explanation of the p-type semiconductor. Okay. Here majority charge carriers. What are the majority charge carriers? Holes. See here, majority charge carriers. Majority charge carriers are holes. What are the minority charge carriers? Minority charge carriers. Electron. Electron. See here, majority hole here because this is actually one molecule supposed to be taken as substance. To be taken substance. Here lax molecules are there. That's why majority charge carriers are holes. Minority electron. See, this is the P-type semiconductor. Majority holes, minority electrons. That's right. See here, these are holes here. These are holes. Like, see, these are holes. But here only electrons are available. Only few. Here, these complete are holes. See, majority carriers holes, minority electrons. Understood? So the Fermi energy level in near the valence band. Okay, that will explain later. So this is about P-type semiconductor. See, majority charge carriers are hole, minority carriers electrons. Majority holes, minority electrons. See, this is asking IP question 2 marks. What are the P-type semiconductors and N-type semiconductor? This is complete about P-type semiconductor. When trivalent third group element added to the pure form of the semiconductor, germanium or silicon, then we get P-type semiconductor. This enough to write in the IP point of. This we need not write in the IP point of. This is only for the explanation for the understanding purpose. See what happened after adding this trivalent to the germanium or silicon. Trivalent means electrons 3 available, last cell, valency 3. This is the germanium silicon, fourth group tetravalency 4. See, 3 electrons, bonds form. Covalent bonds are completed. But incomplete electron is there. This is the covalent bonds completed. Electron is available in fourth, but in third group not available. That's why it is incompleted. So we can say the vacancy of electron, density of electron, absence of electron in the valence band is called hole. Okay, see that's why majority charge carriers holes and minority charge carriers electrons. Always in valence band holes and electrons in the conduction band. So that's why see when electron jumps from the valence band to conduction band, the hole created in the valence band is called hole. I repeat once again, when electron takes place, transition jumps from valence band to conduction band, the hole create, the vacancy created, the vacancy of electron, this is called hole. See, this is called hole. This is electron. Understood? So this is the hole, nothing but positive charge, electron nothing but negative charge. So this is the explanation of the P-type semiconductor. Next, I want to explain N-type semiconductor. N-type. See how to write your N-type semiconductor. See, I think understood first one, P-type semiconductor. See, when trivalent added to germanium getting the P-type, these 3 valency, 4 valency here, 3 bonds completed, covalent bonds, incomplete 1 bond. That's why the density of electron, vacancy, offset electron, valence band is called hole. So see, majority carriers are hole, minority carriers electron. Only in IP point of write these two enough. So we don't want to write these all things. Just only what is the P-type, what are the majority and minority. So this impurity is called donor impurity. Sorry, acceptor impurity. This impurity is called acceptor impurity. Why it is called acceptor impurity? Ready to accept. Density of electron, that's why ready to accept. So this impurity is called acceptor impurity. Impurity means trivalent, nothing but impurity. The process of adding of impurity is called doping. I should explain. So this impurity is called acceptor impurity. Why adding this impurity? To increase its conductivity. That's why we are adding the impurity. Okay. So next to N-type semiconductor. Right. N-type semiconductor. Next one is N-type semiconductor. So that is also same, similar to P-type semiconductor. See here. Next to N-type semiconductor. Second one. See here, just changes here. Second one is N-type semiconductor. Right? N-type. N-type means here which group is added? Fifth group, pentavalent. Pentavalent. Before trivalent. Now pentavalent. That is fifth group element. Fifth group element added to germanium silicon. We are getting N-type. See, I repeat once again. How to get the N-type semiconductor? When so pentavalent impurity, fifth group element added to pure form of the semiconductor, germanium or silicon, then we get N-type semiconductor. Before, how to I understood? Third group element added to fifth group, third group element added to germanium silicon, we get the P-type. But in this N-type, fifth group element added to germanium silicon, we get N-type semiconductor. Understood? Okay. Then what happens? See, this is valence. So it is which group? Fifth group. This is fifth group. Okay. Valency. Valency, how to explain? See here. Valency, how to explain in this? See. Fifth group element valency 5. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See clearly. Before 3 here, now 5. Here is 4. So how many bonds are formed here? See how many bonds are formed? 4 covalent bonds completed. 4 covalent bonds of completed. Before only 3 covalent bonds are completed in P-type. In N-type 4 covalent bonds are completed. See here excess of electron is there. Excess of electron. This is excess of electron. Excess of electron. So that's why we can say majority charge carriers, electrons, minority charge carriers, holes. See here, this impurity is called donor impurity. Donor impurity. See here, how to explain this one? See, majority charge carriers. Majority charge carriers. Majority charge carriers. Majority, this is the conduction band. It is the valence band. See, majority charge carriers, electrons. Majority electrons, minority holes. See, minority hole. See here, majority electrons, minority holes. See, majority carriers, electrons, minority holes. So it is said to be N-type semiconductor. See, I repeat once again. Before one is P-type. What is P-type? Third group element added to germanium silicon P-type. Here, in place of third group, pentavalent impurity. Before trivalent. Here, pentavalent impurity added to germanium or silicon, we get N-type semiconductor. Okay. So then, what will happen? See, after adding this, after getting N-type, what will happen inside? See, what is the pentavalent to? Fifth group element, nothing but pentavalent. Okay. Pentavalent valency 5 added to germanium silicon. It is no change. As it is just like before P-type semiconductor. Fourth group valence is there 4. See clearly the electrons 5 available in the fifth group element. Valency last cell. In fourth group element, electrons 4 available. How many bonds completed after adding? See these 4 covalent bonds are completed. Right? So next one is excess of electron is there. Before one, deficit of electron. In P type, deficit of electron. In N type, excess of electron. But there is no electron in the fifth group, fourth group, germanium silicon. Electron not available. But in impurity, which are taken the pentavalent, there are electron available. That's why excess of electron. Before case, deficit of electron. Here excess of electrons, see excess of electrons in conduction band. These are the holes. See, that's why majority charge carrier electrons, minority charge carriers are holes. See, so this impurity is called donor impurity. Ready to donate excess of electron. Before case, deficit of electron. That's why ready to accept. Ready to accept. Here ready to donate. This is the P type, N type semiconductor. Right? Okay. Majority carriers electrons. Minority carriers holes. Understood? Okay. So only examination point of write the N type means pentavalent added to germanium silicon, we get the N type semiconductor, and majority carries electrons, minority holes, and impurity is called donor impurity. Only we just to write this sentence, this one, this is only for the explanation purpose. See, here electrons is more in the conduction band, holes are less in the valency band. See, minority carriers also majority electrons. Okay, this is the explanation for the p-type and n-type semiconductors. Right. Next one question is that p-n junction diode. So before going to p-n junction diode, see how form the these energy levels. Energy levels. See, I will draw the diagram. So p-n junction diode, next to the class I will explain. Take a here. See, this is okay. Taken 3 diagrams. This is intrinsic semiconductor. Intrinsic semiconductor. This is p-type semiconductor. It is n-type semiconductor. Okay. See here, intrinsic. Electrons. This is valency band. It is conduction band. This is Fermi energy level. Fermi energy level. This one. Fermi energy level. This line, dotted line. Okay. See here. This is P type. This is valency band. It is conduction band. P type. Before explain already. Holes are majority. Electrons are minority. That's why Fermi energy level near the valence band. In this exactly in between valency and conduction band, n type here. N type it is valency, it is the conduction band. Okay, n type which are major carriers, majority carriers electrons. That's why here drawn more electrons, okay, only drawn the holes are less. That's why this Fermi energy level near the conduction band. See, I repeat once again, just within 2 minutes here, I repeat once again. What is this chapter actually? Semiconductor devices. Listen here, 2 minutes. So semiconductor devices, three types na conductors. Solids, matter exists in three states: solids, liquid, gases. On the basis of electrical properties, so solids are divides in three. Okay, yesterday explained. First one is conductors, second one is insulators, third one is semiconductors. I repeat once again, yesterday class. This chapter is different chapter. So it is just introduction in the second year. We discuss in the BTech, CS and IT. Like electronics, will discuss this chapter. But if only intermediate, this is new topic. But there is no in 10th class and 9th like that. Okay, that's why once again, solid devices, conductor, insulator, semiconductors. What do you mean conductors? Current easily flow through them. They are conductors. Current do not flow easily. Insulators. Example: solid metals. Example: glass, rubber, wood. Like what is the semiconductors? So semiconductors. So electrical properties lies between conductors and insulators. It's called semiconductors. Again, see, this is divides extrinsic kind of. This is intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic semiconductor and it is extrinsic semiconductor. Before explain extrinsic semiconductor. What is intrinsic semiconductor? What is intrinsic semiconductor? What is it? Intrinsic semiconductor. Pure form. What is the pure form? Germanium or silicon. What is the extrinsic semiconductors? Impurity. Impurity with semiconductors. Impurity, pure form, impurity with germanium or silicon. These are called extrinsic. I repeat once again. Semiconductor device, intrinsic, extrinsic. What is extrinsic? Yesterday explained. Once again I repeat. The pure form of the germanium or silicon is called intrinsic. What are the extrinsic? Impurity with germanium silicon. Again, this impurity divides so two types. What is these two types? One is P type, second one is N type. Before explain P type, N type. How to form the P type? Now explain. Third group element added to pure form of the germanium silicon, we get P type. How to get the N type? Fifth group elements added to pure form of the germanium silicon, we get the N type. Okay, this is explanation. Yesterday also again repeated. Today already explained now. Okay, what about this one? See, in intrinsic semiconductor, pure form without any impurity added. So that's why I say exactly this is the hole. What is this one? This is hole. It is electron. See, holes electrons are same in valence band, conduction band. See, exactly in same. That's why Fermi energy level between conduction and valency. What is the Fermi energy? Average energy of the holes in valence band, electrons in conduction band is called Fermi energy level. I repeat once again. Average of energies of holes in valence band, electrons in conduction band is called Fermi energy level. This Fermi energy level in between valence and conduction, right? This symbol is hole. Hole is the positive charge and the electron is the negative charge. We know already explained before, right? See, exactly in between. What about P type? Already explained before. P type, majority holes, minority electrons. That's why here see, actually this hole see here, this hole jumps from the valence to conduction. That's why vacancy is created. See, here vacancy is created. The vacancy is called hole. That's why here majority candidates, so you know already pre-type. Deficit of electron is there. Vacancy of electron is, that's why more holes available in p-type. That's why Fermi level in near the valence band. What about n-type? N-type means fifth group element added to pure form of the silicon germanium. Then we get the n-type. N-type is excess of electron. That's why majority electrons, so minority holes. Majority electrons, so minority hole. So this is the explanation for the this intrinsic semiconductor p-type n-type. Fermi energy level exactly in between in the intrinsic semiconductor. Fermi energy level exactly near the p-type semiconductor, here near the n-type. Why near the p-type? Why near n-type? Majority carriers in p valence band. That's why near the p-type. Majority carriers in conduction band. That's why near the conduction band. So the Fermi energy level exactly in between intrinsic, because you know any impurity adding, without impurity